when I would hear God is in complete control of this earth, Satan may run things, but God is in control of things. I don't know, I just thought, well, maybe what it really is that God doesn't do anything except for reveal secrets to his prophets, because Satan is the one that is in control. And then once Satan's course has been ran, then God is in complete control. Because from the beginning of time, at least since I've been born in this world, it doesn't seem like God was ever in control. It doesn't seem like God has always been good. Because all the people, there's so many people in this world, and it looks like everybody's controlled. Everybody's controlled by something that's telling them to do something. And then I wonder, do you people hear God talking to you? Telling you to do this, that, and the other thing? Or at least that's what you think it is. It's God talking to you because you're literally hearing something. I don't hear anything. I don't know anybody. I don't talk to anybody that is from the inside corporation to give me a heads up on anything. I barely even talk to my family. And it's not that I don't want to, it's just that I'm busy trying to free up the planet so you can all stop being slaves. So everybody can stop listening to that. Whatever's communicating to you. And you all know what I'm talking about. Just the simple fact that I even know that there's a communication to people. And I've seen it in my own family. And I'm not going to pretend that I don't believe that everybody's controlled by this Satan. Because it's too, you can't be there perfectly on time for me to see you do that tactic so precisely when you're not even looking at a cell phone. I used to think that people had to look at their cell phone in order for the cell phone to tell them what to do. But no, it's definitely internal. It's definitely, there's a speaker that's talking with you inside of your head. I don't know if you're programmed from the gate. I don't know if you have a suit of skin that has been zipped up. Because if you remember, when they were looking to take Jesus, his outer garment, in the Bible it says that he had no seam. His outer garment, well, it sounds like they're talking about his skin, and he didn't have a seam in his skin because he's original. He wasn't you know, he didn't die and then get reskinned, zipped up, and sewed up with a seam. But I just look at it like this. For the people that, for anybody that I used to talk to, or on the phone, or even text messages, or even see in person, if you really want to find out what I'm up to, just turn on my YouTube channel. I'll be there pretty much every day until I accomplish this hidden, unbelievable, delusional fantasy land that I live in that will take place. But it sounds so ridiculous to my family members, mainly because they're the ones that know me. They're the ones that have known me all my life, and then they know that I don't talk to anybody. They know that, or maybe, I don't know if you really truly know, but they if you're talking about some weird things and saying things like, the people that run the planet, they've been communicating with me for the past few years, really solidly this year. Not only just the people that run the planet, but the universe, time and space has been communicating from the past, future, present, just by doing the YouTube videos in the art museum, and then the scorpion video, and just, the fox ears and the shadow at the same time. I have no idea how that's even possible, but it is. So right now, the only one I really talk to is whoever lives in my home. So mainly my wife, my son here and there, periodically. He's moving out at the end of this month. And it'll be different, but I'm sure no matter what, with my kid, Christian, he knows that I know what the deal is. He knows that I know the tactics, and because he's not stupid whatsoever. But I don't just outright come out and accuse people of it, because I don't have to accuse people. They know what they're doing. I mean, they may not know, Father, forgive them. They don't know what they're doing when it comes to what they're doing towards me, but they know what they're doing, and they know that I know what they're doing. My brother Yum Yum, Billy, he knows that I know. He knows, because I see it clearly. And it would be fitting, it really would be, if every one of my family members, my brothers, both of them, my sisters, my stepmom, my mom, and everybody is assigned to watching my channel. And you watch every video, and you may not say anything about the things I'm talking about, because you have to act like you're not assigned to watch my channel. Because if you were assigned, that would mean you're part of the organization one way or another, and I'm not. So I'm not part of it. But yet, like door dashing, when you dash at doors, who else on the planet interpreted door dashing as gang stalking as well? Anybody? Have you ever heard the term door dashing as in a technique that gang stalkers do when they're driving in their vehicles? They dash at your door, and they, when you're driving down the street and they're coming down the street towards your the opposite, not the opposite, not perpendicular, but whatever the other angular is, like coming up here on the right hand side. If someone just goes like that, and it looks like they're going to crash into you, it's called door dashing. So who else on the planet came up with that interpretation of a door dasher? Who else can see it who's not part of it? And I don't expect anybody to type in and comment down in the comment section. I'm just out loud. Do you know anybody? Because when everybody's part of an organization, and I'm not part of it, and there's nobody else on the planet that's seeing what I'm seeing and showing what I'm showing you, and there's nobody else on the planet that you two took their footage in the art museum that they walked in with their wife, pointing at the plaque of the picture of Christ coming in the clouds, and there's no other person's finger that you two had made an identical image to match my wife's finger pointing at the words of that plaque. And then, of course, there's nobody else that you two took their footage and used in all of their videos except for me. It's something that, look, I vetted that thing. I tried to look and find something that doesn't line up with my own work, because I'm not trying to just show you something like, hey, look, look, it's similar. Look at that. Look at that. Look. Because my brother Billy was making fun of me about it. But I keep showing him stuff like Johnny O saying he has to show me something. Look, I want to share something with you. And he shares his reptilian hand. But not only a couple days before that, I was doing the video about Mary and the reptilian, the serpent hand that I have in my baby picture. That's so damn obvious when I show my brother Billy. It's like, is that what they're telling you to say, Bill? Really? Oh, you remember that picture? So then you would remember my dad, who's like right behind me with his eye floating through my hair, right? You would remember that big hairy arm? Well, I think that's our mom. Well, yeah, maybe, but not the one you think. My brother has lied, and he has no problem lying, because he's lying to me, and I know you're lying to me, yum yum. But I understand why, because the ruler of this world is actually your father. It's everybody's father. It's even my dad. My dad, the devil, because we're born in the flesh. But, Satan could be my physical, literal dad, like Stephen James DeShawn said that one time, like, Robin, his father's the devil. And he knows it. Yeah, well, you could be my father, my literal, physical, from the seed of the devil, and birthed into this world. But my actual father is in heaven. And he's a spirit, because it's a spiritual thing. So for everybody that's part of the organization, and you watch other channels, or you gang stalk other people throughout the earth, and even the people on YouTube that say they're gang stalked, you already know that they're agents, because nobody even knows that they're gang stalked, except for Robin Henry T's. I'm speaking to the agents and the people that are part of it, and you know that nobody really knows that they're gang stalked, and that's the whole secret. That's how Satan continues to rule the world, because people don't even know that, the lost sheep. But then again, if everybody's part of it, then nobody's really being gang stalked except for me. And it's only a targeted thing. But that's not true, because I believe even the gang stalkers get gang stalked. Or at least they act like they do. So I guess the point is this. I know I talk to a bunch of people that I don't even know who's listening. I don't know exactly who's watching or listening, what your names are, where you live, how many of my actual immediate family members watch my videos, or all of them, or periodically. But you're listening to somebody that you know doesn't talk with anybody, doesn't have any association with anybody, but yet I'm revealing the secrets that you're hiding. And I'm telling you that at some point, what's going to happen is they're going to publicly put me in a position, because I'm just, right at the moment, I'm just being groomed into that position. And that's why I'm going through all this trouble. Because apparently my God has forsaken me. But both of them. And I'm not even asking it. Like, what am I even... Why do I even care to tell you? I'm not asking you to do anything besides repent from being a DoorDasher, or repent from lying. Or when you die, you're just going to continue to do the same thing over and over again. Even though it sounded ridiculous before when I heard it from Stephen James, but I tend to believe it now more, that if you don't get your shirt together, Philly, there's a sign up here that says it. Get your shirt together, Philly. Rush order tees. I'll try to show it to you if I can. Then I guess you'll just repeat down here. You'll have a seam on your outer garment. You'll just get reskinned again. But I don't even know if that's the case, because when he's finally destroyed, because it's a spirit. Yeah, the spirit runs through people still. But I'll guarantee you, at the highest level, Satan, that spirit, the house has been divided. The leader, the ruler, the king, what is it? The king? The rulers, there's two of them in the south. Two rulers. That may be Nefertiti and Akhenaten here on Earth, the rulers down here, two of them. At the highest position, Satan's been cast out, and I know it. So it only trickles down once Satan is cast out of the highest position, because how did Christ go in? How did he go into the strong man's house and tie him up like how Bono was? My hands are tied after I flipped him upside down in room 100, no 100%, no line. How is it that Christ can go into the strong man's house, bind him up, plunder his home? How can he do that unless he already took care of the situation with that leader, that ruler? So like the pyramid, when it rains on a pyramid, it's going to trickle all the way down to the bottom. And everybody down at the bottom, they get wet the most. They're the ones that get sunk. And that's how it happens in this world. It's the lost sheep. And is it even their fault? And that's the thing about it. That's why I think God's so merciful. Well, that guy is sure is in a hurry riding that car's rear end in a slow lane. There's that star again, that cut-off star. Yeah, I mean, in a way, I'm gonna say I told you so, but I'm not gonna say I told you so. I'm just gonna show you that I showed you so. So basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you so. When it finally takes place, because I've been patiently waiting and suffering for a long time, and I went through the ridicule and I went through the ultimatums of, even my son and my wife. You need to stop doing YouTube or else, or YouTube is your whole life and it's all you care about. Well, yeah, God told me not to love you more than him, so that's what I'm doing. Well, it's YouTube. It's not God. My wife would say to me, "Oh no. Oh, it's God, all right. God is in this house. God is in the house." And that's why it's getting cleaned out and destroyed and flipped upside down and changed. The YouTube platform is the house. That's in the Bible. It's exactly what the Bible is talking about. YouTube, that temple with the temple guards and the trolls and the police. Because you get the leaders. You had the leaders you got the rulers of the planet, you got rulers from outer space, from underneath, and everybody's joining themselves right here on this planet. This is where the battlefield is. Right here. Straight through the YouTube platform, in spirit, is where you find the rulers that run the entire show. And that's who I found, and that's who I've been communicating with, and that's who I've been trying to make peace with. And I already did, but the timing, we're still going through it, obviously, because Joe Biden is still a freaking goof clown. He's so annoying, that character, acting like he doesn't know how to read, stumbling, we're just looking like a blithering idiot, and that's the whole point. So that's why I don't watch him. I don't watch any of Joe Biden. I care less about his act. It's old. It's tiring. Donald Trump, I like watching Donald Trump. Even though I know everything's scripted, you're all part of the inside, you're all working together. I just like that script better. It's no different than watching I'm not watching that stupid movie. I love this other movie. It's like that. So whoever Joe Biden really is, on the YouTube platform, whatever main channel you are, man, I can't stand your character. But so be it. You're all acting, and I'm not. And I'd like to say some of these things beforehand. That, I'm gonna, rule the world. I already am. My spirit's already doing it. And it's not me that's ruling it. It's God who is in control of it. I don't know what it is, but for some reason when I get right to this point, 4 days in a row it rained right here. And then that's it. So what I'm trying to say is, just hang in there. Bear with me, or don't. The way that you'll understand that it's true is when when it actually does a manifestation of what I'm saying takes place after all these years. And I'm not trying to get anybody to worship me. I'm trying to get you to worship God, who is allowing all this stuff to happen, because if he didn't allow it to happen, well, he would be Satan, the forceful God. So he has to allow it. It's free will. This is what God is. For anybody that's had a hard time believing in God and believing in the Bible, oh, the Bible is real. It's being played out. So there's no question about it. It's a real thing. And when I can get the interest of YouTube to make my video footage from 30, 40 years prior in some type of a time traveling, transcending time situation, well, then what that means is they weren't focusing in on you or that other YouTube channel or that other guy over there. They took the footage that came from my camera and that was in my hand, and it was my idea to mix it together and to go into the art museum. These were my ideas. Yeah, there's influences, but ultimately you can be influenced by an evil spirit and do the wrong thing, or you can be influenced by a good spirit and do the right thing. So ultimately, all the decisions I've ever made, they're my decisions, just like they're yours. Well, unless you're being told what to do. And so this is something that I created, and apparently it's being revealed and rewinded and played back again. So it's not that the powers that be are in control of me. It's that I already did what I've been doing for the past 6 years, having things revealed to me through the Holy Spirit, revealing them to others, and all their time and attention has been focused in on what I am doing. So it sounds like Robin Henry Tees is so full of himself because he thinks the world revolves around him. But when you see evidence that it does revolve around you, and wasn't asking it to, it's still frustrating knowing that the world revolves around me, but I don't tend to live like it does. I don't live like a rock star, like a movie star, or like anybody that has money. I'm back and forth to work just like every other slave on this planet is. Until the time is up. So when you can see those things and you don't believe what I'm saying, but you are seeing it. You see, if you've watched enough of the footage that I've showed from that art museum, and then even recently with the Scorpion video, it's like it's over. Those are nails in the coffin. In the spiritual realm, it's over because I discovered it. You see, I had already did it prior, and this is just a repeat of what had happened, but I did it first. And then you use what I did to match it up in your YouTube videos, Bono. That's what you did. You and Ali. Lama Saki. When is my income going to be free, damn it? And when are you just going to stop pretending that I'm not your son? So I understand that there's mixed feelings with people, especially if your family members watching, because you can't comprehend how that's possible, but it is, and I'm showing it to you, and it's there, and I'm showing you the reptilian hand that Johnny O is, the tyrant lizard king coming up. He's the king of freestyle, so wouldn't expect anything different than for whoever's behind that bodysuit, or even just, it could just be a robot and really Satan is the one behind it, talking through the vessel. Because either way, it's either everybody's robots and Satan's talking through the vessels anyway, except for mine. Although I have been communicating with him. But I've also been communicating with the Creator who created him. So in the end, just I'm looking out for everybody's best interest. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not going to hold it against you. I'm not going to hold it against you, because I know that we've all been lied to, and the power, that the leaders of the world are the ones that made this world so disgusting. It can be beautiful, but that's only if you have time to enjoy yourself. And the currency that is being spread around the world is spread a little bit more fairly than just the rich elite having all the money controlling us. Because that's the only reason why I'm going back and forth to work, is because I'm still part of the system. But I've discovered a lot of stuff going back and forth to work here in Philly for the past 5 years working for my boss. Very grateful for all the things that I've discovered because of working down here. So what my claim is, that the Creator of the universe, He's in control of things in the end. Not right now. Because right now, Satan's in control until his time's up. Then you'll see how God manifested in this world.